When we look at what's changed, we probably should ask what hasn't changed. This is definitely what we would consider a buyer's market, and the buyer being the learner. The mobile device seems to be almost the first or primary device that people are using to get content, and that dramatically changes the world we're in. The American College of Cardiology came with very clear, targeted insights, and what they wanted it very clear, although challenging requirements in terms of integration for a mobile device, through their CRM, through their single sign-on, an advanced single sign-on through SAML, and then having this process to be integrated in a way that the LCMS, the LMS, and the mobile app were all in communication in a way that was also repeatable, then a template approach for future development, so that we would build once and use many times.
So it's all about the content. So if we think about it, the learning strategy is really about our business outcomes. So what does that business need, or the drivers that we need to support? Our content is that knowledge to be conveyed. So what are those skills that we need to build up in our audiences? But our content strategy is really about how do we manage our content.
I'd like to start things off by going over what the college offers and where we started prior to working with YM Learning and Xyleme. The ACC offers education to physicians and nurses. We have over 200 active products that offer continuing education credits. We certify this education ourselves, and we have many non-certified education products as well. So just from those examples, you should already begin to see that based on the range of content offered, the need to reuse that content, repurpose, and bundle that content have become major priorities for us. Upon starting our search for a new system, we were very clear on what we needed. We wanted an integrated learning environment where all our systems played a role. This includes Persona as our primary source of records, and Sitecore, which still manages our website. We wanted an infrastructure that supports scalable, reusable content, which speaks very well to Xyleme, and tools to enable a personalized learning experience, which is something that CrowdWisdom does offer. More importantly, and I want to stress this, I can't stress this enough, is we wanted agreement between our members and staff on a shared view of personalized education. So we wanted to have a shared view on what personalized education is. What does it exactly mean for us? Allowing our physicians and nurses to learn the way they want, and eventually providing a space where recommendations are made based on interests, goals, performance, learning gaps, etc. This was a vision that initially was developed by our learners, and we work with them on moving this forward. And again, it's important to have that understanding between the learners and staff prior to the implementation, because we have a very clear roadmap on where we would like to go. So right off the bat, we knew that Xyleme gave us what we needed in terms of content management and development. But many of the learning management system vendors either offered a solution where we needed to build from the ground up, or they had an out-of-the-box solution that offered no flexibility. So we really needed an out-of-the-box learning management system and a partner who could work with us in building a learning solution that's unique to us. And finally, we developed a strategy that had buy-in across all our departments, which I know is very difficult for many organizations, but it is critical in order to utilize all these systems effectively. This is what allowed us to get people in the room, sit down, hash out what exactly what we're looking for, and come to Xyleme and YM Learning with a unified strategy. With ACC specifically, we had a need where many of the vendors that we had seen either had a solution where it needed to be built from the ground up for every product that we needed to put out there. And then other vendors had solutions where, they they gave you the out-of-the-box learning management system, and that was all you could do. You couldn't do anything else with it. Whereas here, partnering with Xyleme and YM Learning, not only are we able to work with both to put something that's a little more unique to us, but every single piece of content in here can be reused in another product. Every product we have multiple SAPs, multiple self-assessment programs that we need to build. That can all be built by us in this system now, and we can reuse the questions. We can reuse different chapters. We can reuse different key points. All of that can be put together, and we have control over how we want to design our education.